welcome to Narrowboat Precious Jet. You join us at Swan Lane Wharf, Swan Lane in Coventry, on the Coventry Canal. Today is Monday the 30th of August 2021. Got a few jobs to do this week on the boat. I want to sort the splashback for behind the taps, and I also I've had delivery of my oven, so I need to start thinking about making a cabinet to put the oven in. It's going to be a countertop. It's going to be mounted on top of the counter, so I need to make a cupboard on top of the counter to fit the oven in. So that's the two jobs I've got planned for this week. How far I get, I'm not too sure, but we get as far as we get. I'm not going to rush. I've gone past the stage of rushing now. The original build was only supposed to be sort the rear cabin out, but it kind of escalated into the whole boat. The plan was that the winter just gone, I was going to do the rear cabin, get all that sorted, and then this winter coming I was going to do the rest of the boat in bits and bits. But like I said, it kind of escalated, and so I did certain areas that needed doing, like the shower. The floor was rotten, so I had to replace the floor. And once I started, it was just rotten all the way through. So we are where we are now, and it's not an issue because I'm really enjoying doing the work, so it's okay. So anyway, let's jump into the video, see how far we get. As I say, if we get both things done, I don't think I'll get the oven cupboard completely made. I'll have a go, see how far we get. There's no real rush. But the splashback is the main thing, because I've not found anywhere that can cut me the wood. I'm going to use an angle grinder and a power plane. You'll see. It should work out okay. If not, I can always carry on doing whatever I was doing before. As long as it looks half decent, that's all that matters. From the front, as long as it looks good from the front, it doesn't matter what the back looks like. As long as the front of the splashback and the sides look absolutely perfect. The back can be as rough as you like, because no one's going to see it. It's going to be stuck against the side of the gunnels. It's going to be, it's going to be stuck in. It's going to be held in with something like Sikaflex or something like that. But we'll see how we get on anyway. So I hope you enjoy the video. So if you do, don't forget, give me a thumbs up down below. That's always appreciated. And also, if you've got something to say, I do really love your comments. So yeah, definitely comment below. I always enjoy your comments. I love reading them. I love replying back. For me at the moment, the comments are the best part. It's what keeps me going. You guys are what keep me going on the build at the moment. Sometimes when you feel that you don't really want to do anything, it's you guys, it's your comments that make it happen, basically. So, and the other thing is, if you're watching now and you're not subscribed, you know who you are. Then please, by all means, consider subscribing. I'd much appreciate it. Okay, guys, let's jump into the video and see how far we get. All right, good stuff. Okay, before I can do any cutting of a wood for the splashback, I need to make a temporary workbench. So something I can clamp the work to and work on it. And I don't have any anything other than these trestles. So let's make a temporary workbench, and we'll see how we get on. Right, so here's my temporary workbench. So the idea is, cut this to size. You can see I've measured it out already, and then once I'm down to size, I've got these holes in here, and if I just put you down a second, I'll show you. So I've got the holes in the workbench, look, and I've modified the end of the clamps, because normally they've got a little lug on here and you can't get the clamp off, so I've just ground off the edge. That'll slot now through here, look. That'll now slot through one of the holes, and I can clamp the wood like this. So that'll do, and that'll hold 2 or 3 clamps, should be enough. And then what I'll do is, once I've got this down cut to the right size, I can use the angle grinder and the saw, and then sand it all nice and smooth afterwards. It sounds strange, but you'll see. It'll work. I'm sure it'll work. marked all the lines up here now on this, on the wood. And this top edge here, where you can see I've put all the crosses across, that's what's going to be removed, all that edge there. So before I start, I'll just scribe these pencil lines in with the Stanley knife, with the craft knife or utility knife, what we're going to call it, so that even when I'm working, if they disappear, I'll still be able to see them because they'll be scribed in with the knife. And then all this edge here, that'll be cut away with an angle grinder. And then what I'll do is I'll use a straight edge here just to work my way across and make sure it's fairly level, and I'll just slowly work my way down and cut out all that wood. Okay, stand by, let's see how we get on. I seem to have made a bit of a mess. Sawdust everywhere. However, let's go in the boat and have a look, and you guys can tell me what you think. Okay, so there's the splashback. It's not fixed in, obviously, because I need to take the work surface out and treat it, and this will get treated at the same time. But that just fits in the back there, look. It's not too bad, really. Quite happy with that. Bearing in mind everything around it's going to be painted white, and that and the work surface will probably be the only bits of wood around. So yeah, it's not too bad at all. I'm quite happy with that. So I don't want to fix that in place just yet. I need to speak to the gas man and see whether he wants to look at the pipes before I cover them up, or whether he's happy with what I've done so far. I'll have to chat with him. Because I'd rather fit the oven, I'd rather get the oven plumbed in on the gas and also the cooker plumbed in on the gas before I call him over, and then it just saves him coming over 2 or 3 times. He can just come over the once, okay it. I've got photos of the work I've done underneath the boat, so he can have a look at the photos if he wants. That's not an issue, so we'll see. Okay, that's that for now then. Yeah, quite happy with that. It'll look nice when it's glued in and I've got the taps screwed against it. So the taps obviously will still be like this, and they will just fit along here like that, look. There you go, and that just screw the tap on and you'll understand a little bit better. So let's just screw that in. Well, I'm not very good at doing things one-handed. Just a second while I do this. Okay, so if I just plop that back on there. So the tap will sit something like this. You'll have the exposed copper pipe. I'm going to make another bit of pipe, or try and bend that one a little bit, because the bend down here doesn't quite go, so it sits on the top there, look, see? So I need to bend that a little bit more, but that I can do that, you know, it's not an issue. And then the other tap will sit the other side, and that'll be screwed in probably like this, maybe a tad lower. So yeah, quite happy with that. So that's quite happy. Okay guys, next. Right, as you see, we have a big black wrap box, and in that big black wrap box is my new oven. So let's have a bit of an unboxing. So I didn't get this from the same place as I got the cooker from, because they didn't sell the cooker at that same place. So what I have done is I went to Midland Chandler's and bought this, and Midland Chandler's were awesome, because I went in to buy it a couple of weeks ago, and the lady there said if you hang on until Crick Boat Weekend, they're offering, I think it was a 10 or a 15, might have even been 20% discount. I don't know what it was. I don't know whether it's on the receipt. Might have been just 10%. I don't know. So that's exactly what I did. I waited, and then I bought it Saturday of the Crick Boat Show, and I had it delivered. Midland Chandler's deliver it free of charge, which is awesome. So I bought the same oven. I bought the oven to match the cooker, the hob. If I put the box on the floor, and then we'll lift it up onto the surface. So if you hang on a second. Okay. So there is the oven. And that is going to sit somewhere like that in the boat. Obviously there'll be a bit of a cupboard round it, but that's roughly where it's going to sit. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. And that matches the Thetford stove. And it's a grill oven. And I did have the electric lighter, so it does light on the spark with a bit of luck. So does the cooker. If I wire them in, don't have to wire them in, you can light it without. So I'm quite happy with that. That's alright, that, isn't it? I like that indeed. That's very good. So obviously that's grill off, and then the oven. And that's your oven controls there. Brilliant. Quite happy with that. And what I do have, in fact I'm very happy with that, because that sits pretty much perfect. It'll be off the floor, it'll be off there slightly. What I will probably do is have it mounted on a bit of concrete board, the same as you do with your log burners. I'll probably have a bit of a concrete board underneath to protect the worktop, and maybe just above it as well, just to help it vent out. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Need to have a bit of a measure up now for making a cupboard. Okay, today is Tuesday the 2nd of September, and for those of you that read the comments will all know that I've massively cocked up here, because that is far too close to the back of the boat, the wall of the boat should I say. So no matter what I decide to do now, whether I move that forward slightly, or because if I move this forward now to fit on the edge, I'm still very close to the back end, still very close to the back, and it leaves me a gap there, look, which is goddamn ugly. Or if I move it this way to fit it so it's completely away from the boat, which really this is what I should be looking at, having it this way round, but the switches are on the end, and it just doesn't look right. It just doesn't quite look how it should. So yeah, I'm gonna have a little play first, because no matter what I decide to do with this cooker now, this worktop is scrap. Unfortunately. So what I do now is I'm not exactly sure, to tell you the truth. Not exactly sure. Yeah, circus music is playing in my head at the moment. So I think as the worktop is now scrap and unusable, shall we say. Let me just set you up on the tripod a sec. Let me just put you down so you can see what I'm talking about. I would like to move this forward a bit to bring it all the way to the edge, because that at the moment is in, and I've got a couple of centimetres there. And a couple of centimetres away this end wouldn't be too bad actually. I'd be quite happy with that. That still needs to come out slightly. Back to there, I think. So if I came a little bit further forward on the end, I mean, it's going to be close anyway. It's going to be very close. I think I may just have to bite the bullet and fit it at right angles to the work surface and fit it this way. And have it fitted kind of like this, a bit further forward. I think I may end up having to do that. Yes, yes. So let me have a play. I can have a bit of a play and see what I can do. Stand by, stand by. Jury's out. That's the kind of thing I'm trying to get. And then obviously in the top here there'll be an air vent. This has got to be sunk in and fitted flush, so that'll be fitted flush there like that, and probably flush on the other end as well. That's just it's not inside now. Hold on. That's only placed on top of it. I'll take it off. Yeah, as I say, that was only placed on top at the moment anyway. So just to give us a rough idea of what it's going to look like. It's going to be something similar to that. Obviously there'll be an air vent here of some kind, so you can't see in the back. What I'll probably do is I'll fit a false back on it and then put the air vent on it. So if you look, if you can see through the air vent, you'll just see one of these grey boards, but there'll be a nice gap either side to let the air circulate. You know, so but you won't actually see all that gubbins in the back there. You won't see any of that because that'll be hidden. Yeah. And then there's a bit of an air vent here, look, under the front of the oven there's an air vent there, so that's good. So that's kind of how we're looking at the moment anyway. Something similar to that. You guys can't see, can you? Because I'm holding the camera out of the way. But it's getting there slowly. I need to cut another one of these boards because this corner is going to be sunk, like I said. However, if you look at that now, see that? Yeah, two corners don't quite match. So the top piece needs to be a square cut edge. I didn't think that when I cut it. Yeah, so I need to cut another one of these boards. So I've got the square edge on the front, not the rounded edge. I did think the rounded edge would look nice being on top until I just mated it up against this and then realised that the rounded edge is no good. Okay, there you go, kind of getting there, slowly, slowly, slowly. Okay. Okay, Friday is the third Friday today, 3rd of September 2021. Only at the boat today to have a bit of a tidy up more than anything else. Friday's become a bit of a tidy day for me, so just having another look at this cabinet. So I think the plan is I'm gonna make the cabinet, and then I'm gonna make a fascia to go on the front of it. Look, because if out the same boards that I used to make the cabinet, because if you see there, that fits nice and flush. And if you had a board all the way around, That's a nice flush fit, that is. I like that. Yeah, I like that indeed. I like that a lot. So that's the plan. I think I'm going to make the cabinet, slot the cooker in, and then somehow try and fit the front on. I'm not sure exactly how yet, how I'm going to fix it in place, but I will somehow. Had some great feedback about the cooker. Jury's still out. The thing is, I know what people are saying when they say it needs turning 90, but if you look here, all the writing faces this way. So it is designed to be fitted that way onto a counter, because that's where your writing is. Look, that's where you know, that's where your knobs sit and all that sort of stuff. And it's all, the writing is this way. If you turn it the other way, if you turn it 90 degrees, which you can understand what people are saying, and I do like the idea like that. You have it sit like this. The trouble is, all the knobs are on the side and the writing's on the side, you know, and it just doesn't look right. And that's the only thing that's stopping me, is the fact that the aesthetics of it, it just doesn't quite look 100%. So the jury's still out on that one yet. I've not 100% decided what I'm going to do with that yet. Not 100% decided, but we'll see. We shall see. We shall see. Right, let's have a tidy up, and then we'll do an outro for the video. And then that's me for the weekend. I'm going to go home this afternoon and make this video up ready for my patrons tonight or Saturday morning, and then you guys will get it Monday. Okay, tidy up time. Right, that draws to the end of this video. It's a bit of a strange one this week, because as you guys have noticed or you've viewed on the last couple of weeks, some mistakes unfolding, and the thing is, people never like to admit to their mistakes, do they? So it is quite hard to stick your hand up and say, look, you know, I've cocked up here, guys, you know, what do you do? I've listened to all your comments. I've still not completely made my mind up yet. I don't mind the idea of having to fill holes and all that sort of stuff, but if I do decide to turn the hob or the cooker top 90 degrees, then it'll mean buying a new work surface. My woodworking skills aren't competent enough to splice holes, you know, put patches in holes and all that sort of stuff. A small hole I'm quite happy to do, but a big massive thing like that, or putting a new slab in, I'm just, it's over my head. My woodworking skills aren't good enough for that. So gonna get Lady PJ down and let her have a look and see what she thinks. At the end of the day, it's down to Lady PJ. If she wants it 90 degrees, she'll get it 90 degrees, simple as that. If she's quite happy with the way I like it, which is straight on, or should I say it's straight on as it is now, as I've fitted it, if she's quite happy with it like that, then it will stay. If she wants it turned the other way, so it runs parallel with the counter, then that's what I'll do. But it'll mean buying a new worktop, which is fine. I've not got an issue with that. It's all about making the boat look good. I've never really skimped. I've always tried to do the best I can afford, and while I can afford it, then I'm happy to pay for the best. It's not an issue. Now, whether the boat turns out the best, that's a different matter. That's down to me and my woodworking skills or my mechanical skills. So we'll see. It's one of them things, isn't it? You know, you do your best, and sometimes your best isn't good enough. And as the last couple of weeks have turned out to show that, yeah, my best isn't. I've let myself down this week. Not in a bad way, you know. It's just you run out of talent, don't you, sometimes, and that's what's happened this week. I did my measurements, and I forgot to take into account the slope of the wall. I thought I'd have a bit more space than I actually had, and as it turns out, I didn't. So anyway, enough of that. Enough of that. That brings the end of another video. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Make comments down below, as always. I do love your comments. I read every single one of them. I'm still replying to the hob comments at the moment, but we'll get around to it eventually. So don't forget to comment down below. If you've enjoyed watching the video, then don't forget to hit the like button down below, give me a thumbs up. If you've disliked the video, give me a thumbs down. YouTube all see it as interaction, whether it's good or bad, they see it as interaction, so they'll still promote. If you give me 5 thumbs down, there's 5 thumbs up, but to YouTube it's the same. Then it's all interaction, it makes no difference. So like I said, if you've enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't enjoyed it, give me a thumbs down. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. It's my boat, I do what I like. You know, if you don't like it, oh well, you know. And also, if you're watching and you're not subscribed, then please consider subscribing, I'd much appreciate it. Alright, I think Charlie's bored now, like he wants to get down. You getting down? Go on then, down you go. Yeah, so if you're not subscribed, then please consider it, I'd much appreciate it. On a side note, you've noticed I've removed all the adverts. I'm still having trouble getting my bank account into AdSense on Google, and for some reason you can't contact Google. There's no email or contact services on Google. You know, it's just you send a little chat and they get back to you if they want to, and they didn't want to, so they haven't. So at the moment there's no ads. I don't see why Google should make money out of it if I can't withdraw the money that I've made already. It's not having it. So for the foreseeable, there's no adverts on any of my videos from now on. But on the other side, if you want to help support the channel, you're more than welcome. If you click on the information link below this video, then there are links there to help support the channel. You can become a patron if you so wish. You can also do a one-off payment through PayPal, or you can have a look at my Amazon wish list and buy me a little present off Amazon if you like. Either way, I am going to look into getting a buy me a coffee account, so in the next week or so there'll probably be a link pop up for buy me a coffee as well. So, but if you decide that's not what you want to do, then that's fine, you know, it's all good. So I'm here to make videos. I enjoy making videos. I enjoy you guys watching what I do around the boat. I'm not here to make money. I'm never going to be Foxes Afloat or Cruising the Cut. I'm never going to make thousands of pounds out of YouTube, so I know that, and I'm not here to make money. I'm just here to make videos. I enjoy the fact that you guys enjoy watching my videos. I like that. So, okay, that's me rambled enough so far, and Charlie's getting bored. I think he'd like to go home, or at least go for a walk anyway. If I've got his ball in my car, then we're going to go and play a bit of fetch. So, I hope you've had a good weekend, or you're about to have a good weekend, depending on when you watch this video. And don't forget, get out and enjoy yourselves. So enjoy life. Get out and enjoy it. All right, guys. Okay. See you. Bye.